Despite multiple warnings, Apple seems determined to change your iPhone forever, and this is not good news for the billion iPhone users out there.
So Zach, what's going on? We're seeing some more child safety features, which we didn't know were coming from Apple. What's happening there?
So if you remember the backlash pre-iPhone 13 around client-side scanning that Apple endured, two types. There was the looking through your iCloud photo library for known child sexual imagery on your iPhone itself, not in the cloud. And then there was compromises to iMessage. And we've seen news on both this week. We've seen the latest researchers, Imperial College in London, have come out and seriously questioned the technology underpinning the client-side scanning side, which Apple still appears to be committed to at some point in the next few months. But actually, more urgently, we've seen Apple pushing forwards with its plans to compromise the end-to-end encryption on iMessage and introduce the concept of client-side scanning for sexually explicit imagery for minors within family groups, but it's opening a dangerous door where end-to-end encryption is concerned.
Yeah, clearly something's got to be done about it, but it just highlights the fact that it's such a difficult subject, which can have false positives and all sorts of bigger issues. You don't want the wrong person to be highlighted and possibly arrested. So really, it's such a sensitive subject. You've got to get this right. And we're so in the immature phase of getting this right. I think we've still got so far to go.
Yeah, look, the issue here is that at the moment, there is a kind of a loose liaison of big tech around encryption, which is batting away attempts by governments globally to compromise that, to introduce in all kinds of different scanning and interception technologies that stop people messaging securely. And thus far, the best defense has been technically doesn't work. The technology doesn't exist. And in both cases of client-side scanning on photos and in the iMessage compromise, for the first time on an iPhone, Apple, in essence, will be introducing a backdoor. It is a backdoor, call it whatever you like, that's what it is. And at that point, the invitation is there for China or other governments to say, well, you could adapt this technology for this way, to do something different with it. And that's now what you need to do to comply with this new local law that we've passed. That is a dark place for Apple to find itself when it comes to the security of iPhone users.
And that's the thing, the technology exists, but how well does it work? That's the question as well. How accurate is it? And how easily can it be circumvented by criminals who want to do so? So, it's not really a proven technology in that aspect either, is it?
No, look, final thought on this is, we've already seen in the few months since Apple talked about this initially, we've seen story after story about researchers and universities and everyone else coming up with ways to compromise what they've said is very secure, very safe technology. You roll this out to 1 billion users and yeah, we'll see what happens. But thus far, the portents are not looking good.